Today we are going to learn a new topic from Unit 1, that is sample preparation. It is very important because if we are going to study the microstructure of any metal or alloy, you have to take the sample from that metal or alloy. So there is some procedure to take a sample from that material or alloy. So it includes different process, that is sampling, polishing. Okay, we have to carry out them in order to prepare a sample of particular metal or alloy. So we are going to learn first process, that is sampling. Okay, sampling means what? You have to cut a particular size or shape of specimen from that available piece or material. Okay, it is done according to properties of the material. Okay, suppose if there is a ductile materials like copper, okay, then you have to use power hacksaw machine to cut that particular ductile material. Okay, if the material is brittle, in that case you are going to use the hammer or any other impacting machine. Okay, because the material is brittle in nature. Okay, if instead of brittle material, if there is suppose hard material are there, like diamond or that type of hard material, for that material you are going to use abrasive particle or wheels to cut the materials. Means according to the property of the material you have to use different method of cutting. Okay, now while sampling you should take care, because while selecting the material there is one criteria, that whatever the sample you chosen, that should fulfill the objective of examination. Okay, means if you study the microstructure, whatever your objective should be fulfilled by that chosen specimen or sample. Okay, then the material selected should have better characteristics of that metals from whose the sample was chosen. Okay, means whatever the sample you have taken, that shows best characteristics of that metal or alloy. Okay, best characteristics. Okay, these are the 2 points you have to remember while selecting the material. Okay, or selecting a sample. Now next process is polishing. Okay, after completion of sampling process, you have to done some polishing. Okay, because whatever sample you have chosen, the surface of that sample contains some irregularities or some impurities in that present in that surface of the material. Okay, so in order to remove that impurities or irregularities, you have to done the operation that is called as polishing. Okay, means the surface of that sample are get fulfilled to a level, or if suppose there is a irregularities, okay, on that surface, either they are filled, okay, or they get machining, means they are get removed from that sample. So the top as well as bottom surface of that specimen are obtaining flat, okay, flat, means there should be no irregularities on the surface of the specimen. Now polishing has two types. First one is rough polishing and second one is fine polishing. Okay, these are the two types of polishing. One is rough polishing and one is fine polishing. So we are going to see first type, that is rough polishing. In rough polishing, there are again two types of method to carry out rough polishing, that is dry method and second one is wet method. Okay, these are the two methods to carry out rough polishing. In rough polishing, the surface are get fulfilled again, or either machining. By these two techniques, the sample is prepared, okay, so that the surface should have very flat on its top as well as bottom surface. Again, according to methods, in dry methods we have used the emery papers having grade 0, that is 1 into 0, 0 0, that is 2 into 0, 0 0 0, that is 3 into 0, okay, 0 0 0, that is 4 into 0. These are the grade of emery papers. We have to use them while in this method, dry method of rough polishing. Okay. Now, in dry methods, while carrying out polishing, excessive pressure may not be applied. Okay, because if we applied the excessive pressure on that surface of that specimen, there may be a chances to create a heat. Okay. If heat is generated in high amount, then it will be caused to alter the microstructure of that given specimen, okay, which is very undesirable from our point of view. So, to avoid that, we are using lubricants in while carrying out this rough polishing, okay, in dry method. Next one is wet method. Second type of the rough polishing is wet method. In wet method, generally we use the emery paper having grade 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Okay. We use the emery paper having grade 200, 300, 400, 500 and 600. Okay. While carrying out this polishing, we are going to use continuous supply of water, okay, so that there is no washing of that particular specimen is required after polishing, okay. And after that the specimen are polished on the wheels, okay, abrasive wheels. This is all about wet method. Now we are going to learn second types of the polishing, that is fine polishing. Okay, this is very important type of the polishing. In fine polishing, whatever the scratches caused by the emery paper having grade 000 or 600 are get completely removed, okay. In fine polishing, the success or time required for completing the fine polishing is depend on the factors like types of the cloth that you have used for surface preparation, then abrasive, type of abrasive, that is used for prepare a sample, okay. Types of the abrasive which is used to cut the sample from materials. Then third type is skill of technician. Okay, technician means that person which is carried out this operation polishing, okay, or all this process like sampling, polishing, this process carried out by a person is called as technician. So skill of that technician is also important in order to complete or success of fine polishing. Means these are the factors that affect the output of the fine polishing. After calculating, completing the fine polishing, the specimen is get polished on the disc which is made up of stainless steel. Okay. The size of the disc on which you are going to polish your specimen is in 20 to 25 centimeter, okay. And after carrying out this operation, your specimen or sample is ready for further processes like etching, okay. Before study of the microstructure under a microscope, one more operation, that is etching, was carried out on the surface of the specimen, okay. So in next lecture we are going to see etching process and types of etchant. Thank you.